Alright, let's look at the homework 4.7, problem number 10. Alright, so let's look at that. Alright, so it says that in general, it takes 1.4 times as much energy to fly over water as land. To what point C should the bird fly in order to minimize the total energy expended in returning to its nesting area? Alright, so let's do that. So I'm gonna call this guy X right here, right? And this is 7, and the whole thing is 15, so it's going to be 15 minus X, right? So we have that. Then using a Pythagorean theorem, we know that this length is just the square root of X squared plus 7 squared, so it's 49, right? So energy function, so I'm going to call it E of X, right, can be written as, right, so 1.4 times square root of X squared plus 49 plus 1 times 15 minus X, right? Then we just take the derivative of this, so E prime of X is equal to, right, so 1.4 is same thing as 7 over 5, so I'm going to write 7 over 5, right, so derivative of that is put 1/2 in front, right, keep the same quantity, X squared plus 49, and subtract 1 from the power, so 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2, multiply by derivative inside, which is 2x. And then derivative of 15 is 0, derivative of negative x is negative 1. Right? Then clean up a little bit, so you have 2 on the bottom and 2 on top, cancel out. So you're going to get this, we're going to get, let's see, so we set this guy equal to 0. So you have a 7x on top, and on the bottom you have 5, right? Then you have a square root of x squared plus 49, right? And this is going to be equal to 1. So I'll put this guy over to the other side by adding 1. So I just move this guy over to the other side. Alright, then since I don't like fractions, I'm going to just multiply both sides by the denominator, 5 square root of x squared plus 49. And so this is going to give us 7x is equal to 5 square root of x squared plus 49. Alright, then I'm gonna square both sides. We get 49x squared is equal to square 5, so it's going to be 25 x squared, and 25 times 49, so let's see, 49 times 25, and 45, 5 times 4 is 20, and then 18, and 8, 9, so you have 5, 2, 2, 1, so it's a plus 1,225, alright? So then subtract 25x squared from both sides. So you're going to have 24 x squared is equal to 1225. So divide through by 25. So x squared is equal to 1225 divided by 24. Right? Then we can just take the square root of both sides. So I'm going to go down here. Take the square root of both sides. You're going to get x is equal to square root of 1225 over 24. Right? Plus or minus. In this case, we know that it's going to be a positive value because you don't want to go there. You don't want to go away and then come back. That's not very efficient. So let's find this value using a GeoGebra. Alright, so we want to find the square root of 1225 divided by 24. Then, alright, so it's about 7.14. Alright, so let's type it in. About 7.14. Alright, and the part B is that we're going to replace 1.4 by W over L and basically do the same thing. Right? So I'm going to mimic that, and here this is going to be replaced by W over L. So you can see that this is W and this is L, and this is W, this is L. So we can kind of start from there. So we do exactly the same thing. So part B, we're going to have WX, and actually maybe go here. So this is going to be W, this is L. So we have WX is equal to, WX is equal to L square root of x squared plus 49. All right. Oh, actually, sorry, I'm gonna step back a bit. Actually, the one step before is actually a little bit better, so I'm gonna just go back to that. So since we're looking for W over L, so I'm gonna actually do step. So W over L times x over square root of x squared plus 49 is equal to 1, right? So what you need to do is just multiply by a reciprocal of this guy, square root of x squared plus 49 over x. So that will give us W over L is square root of x squared plus 49 over x. All right, so let's type it in. Alright, so this is going to be square root of x squared plus 49 over x. Alright, then part C, what should the value of W over L be in order for the bird to fly directly to the nest area? So we want x to be 15, right? So I'm going to just use a GeoGebra. So we want x to be exactly equal to 15, so it's going to be square root of 15 squared plus 49 over 15. So get that value. So it's about 1.1. Let's see, is that the exact? Let's see, rounding. All right, 1.10. So this is going to be 1.10. All right, and how about let's see, have the bird is certainly at so it's going to be 2, so you just have to plug in 2. All right, so you have square root of 2 squared 4 plus 49 divided by 2, and this came out to be 3.64. So 3.64. All right. So let's submit for testing. All right, it came back and looks like we got these all these guys correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.